Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day. I hope you had a great weekend. I just got back from a little trip to Florida to hang out for my birthday that happened last week. And that was pretty great. It was nice and sunny and 75 and warm. And then we get home and it's a bustling 5 degrees above zero. It was not great. Very, very cold. It's Fahrenheit, so yeah. Anyways, we're back here, Settlement Survival. It's been a couple days, and I've done a little bit of playing a little bit in between, and we have 25 available laborers right now, and we have 26 available in the town hall. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with these immigrants. We have a couple plantations here. We have 9 that are required here. That's gonna put us down a little bit of laborers, and then I also want to do a caravan and send that out to try and get some more trade rep. If we look at the trade rep, I learned this from our commenters. I believe it was under, yeah, here it is. Mal has it at level 3, the dense forest farm. So what this is gonna do is, it's like the forest farms that we have now, except better. And that makes sense. Now that I know a little bit more about it, and I thought about it for a minute, that the original stuff they would probably nerf to make the new stuff worth it. Like, if these are super great, if these farms are super great, why would I even bother doing the trading? And that makes sense. So I think that's what we're going to start to work on a little bit here. We did have a couple tech points, and I do think I'm going to grab those immigrants for a couple reasons. We need the workers on the farms. We have a couple mines that need some new people. We have a lot of people dying, so 50 people would be good. So I'm probably gonna have to deal with the disease, but we have the means to do so. So I'm gonna take these 26 immigrants, and I gotta put them in the see, I knew I was gonna get a disease. Put them in the field right away. Have this ready to go for the next season. These are all gonna be rice for now. I think I had a different plan for these at one point. I don't, like I said, it's been a couple days since I played, but I think I'm gonna go all food for now in these, all 6. We're in the red still with food. If I seem to recall it, we were kind of teetering a little bit, and obviously it's very, very cold. So I did mark a ton of trees around town. You can see all of our cold snowflakes going out, which is probably going to lead to a bunch of people freezing to death. But it's kind of a lose-lose to get some more timber, to get some more domestic fuels. We do have a couple of coal mines, that are getting us coal, of course, and then we were going to be using that for heating. But in a lot of the houses, we have domestic fuels, you can see here. So one of our commenters said we should get into the boiler room, and we have the things to do it. So I think since we have 3 points, that's going to be one of the things we're going to get into. So we'll do a boiler room. So what this does, I think I read this a couple episodes ago, or last episode, can consume domestic fuel and provide heat for citizens so that they don't need to warm themselves up in a house. So we can put this on the outskirts. So I think we're going to grab that and trade. We were just talking about that as well. And I think we are going to get travel light. I'm not 100% on what this means. Reduce the workers needed to trade with factions by 1 to 1. I'm not sure. I'm gonna look before I get that to see if we can find the difference. If you know, let me know in the comments, please. So that's gonna be one of our points. And then I think I'm gonna get to Forge. And I wanna go to Forge because Forge is a prerequisite for a bunch of things on this page to better mines. These are the tier 3 mines. These are the infinite mines, unlimited output, and I want them. And Corey. So I think we're gonna grab Forge. We have the goods to make the Forge, so let's do it. So we should have a stock of porcelain again that is accessible to be moved somewhere else. You can quickly find our porcelain here. Here it is. Okay, so 1,864 porcelain. We're gonna go trading post. We have 44 laborers because of course we just took a bunch. You can see here we don't have any more sicknesses happening, so the hospital has done its job. Super great. We're gonna form a caravan. You're gonna go see this person. We're gonna use 7. We are going to sell goods, and that is going to be under trade goods right here, porcelain. And I don't recall what the max is. 11. It's gotta be 1,100, right? There we go. Okay, so 1,100 porcelain going out right now. We'll get that set up. So we'll have to hit form, but we'll get that set up. So risk of death 1.46%, 404 days. Okay, so that's a longer trip than with Carlos. If I hit this, it's gonna screw it all up and we're gonna have to do it over again. But Carlos was under a year, so it's gonna be a minute for these guys to come back. But we're gonna send them out. There's gonna be 7 of them. We're gonna go ahead. So we do have an additional 700 porcelain. So let's go ahead and we'll form that caravan. And we can't do a second one yet. We could unlock the tech eventually to allow us to do a second one, and we probably will eventually. But for now, we're gonna have the one going out and getting us some silver coins and rep. More importantly, the rep in this case. I'm hoping that this one trip will be enough to get us into level 2. I'm gonna be surprised if we get that far, really. We've only done the one trade with Carlos, so I don't really know a whole lot about how good this trade's gonna go. We haven't even hit level 3 with Carlos yet. We've done 2 or 3 caravans to him. So we're gonna go with this guy, and we are going to try and get with the dense forest as soon as we can. That's the deal there, and that's where we are going to send our caravan to. Okay, in the meantime, we have a couple of things that we unlocked here. Here we go, the ore. This is gonna be our forge, and we had a little steel situation happening here, and I like to put this all together. I can process the steel, glass, and bricks into building kits. So steel, of course, is one of the things that is part of that, and we produce it all in this little area. So maybe we'll go with this guy right here, and we'll just get one forge for now. We are obviously low on coal for the fuel factories up here, and I really think we need to upgrade these mines so that we can use them again. So we're at 0 inventory here, so we need some more planks, which of course we need wood. So we can't really do that, but maybe with the money that we get from our trade caravan, we can buy some planks or timber and process that stuff. We can actually use that, those as goods. Okay, now in our services, boiler room. Let's get the boiler room. Oh, this needs to be cactuses. Now that I see it, I don't want to forget about it. Cactuses. Yeah, so this finally got caught up with the cactus workshops have so much production going on that we aren't producing enough cactuses, so I had to put in another plantation. That's what that deal was. Okay, and this is going to, it's going to be a little bit before we can probably do this because we need steel, and I don't think we have a whole lot of steel saved up, but we are going to plop you there, and we'll keep the, where's the AoE reaching to, and we'll maybe put this guy here. That'll work good, and we'll go down here, and we will also go over, ooh, that might work right in here. We'll go like that. Yeah, we'll just sprinkle a couple of these around town, and we'll see how good, see if we can notice a difference on our needs here for domestic fuels, because it's pretty high right now. We're using a lot of that stuff. There's a radius on that guy. We're gonna plop you guy right here. Okay, couple buildings. That's gonna be a minute before all those builders get done. We're gonna need a lot of cut stone. It's gonna take a moment, but we finally do have this little area built up with stone, cut stone. So we're gonna play with some decorations, I think. I'm not super great at this. If you have some good ideas on how we could maybe arrange some of our decorations and do some cool looking stuff, let me know. We can do that together, and it'd be great. So let's go ahead. Decorations, of course, that's where they are. And let's just see what we got here. There isn't anything new, I don't think, except for some Xmas trees here. You need saplings and rope for that. But we've got our flower bed, street lights, razors, couple cool thing, a campfire. That's neat. I like these caravans and these carts. I think those are cool. And the notice board, chairs, big barrel, salted fish, alchemy table, and a big tent. So I think in this little plaza area right here, I think let's go ahead and we'll do a couple chairs. These guys can be built on either this grass or on the stone. So we're gonna go ahead and put them right on the edge right here. We'll go like that. Can I do it over here on this side? No, I can't quite do it on that side because the house there blocks it. But we can go on this side. So we'll go like so. All right, and then the notice board's kind of huge, but it's cool. We could kind of go in the middle of our plaza here. That would work. That'd be cool. And then let's go with maybe campfire, and we don't want to crowd this too much. Okay, so this is one of the things that I was talking about. See, notice that we can't build this. This is open space. It's a 3x3 that's open. We cannot put it here. However, we can put it over here. So this campfire has to be placed not on a stone. This is ground. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you want to use this guy. It can't be placed over that. It's got to be placed on the green. And I think, yep, that should work. What about the caravan? Caravan will work. Okay, so we'll do that. So yeah, caravan, another one that's really awesome. Has to be placed on the grass, can't be placed on the stone. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So on this side, that was kind of our point with this stuff, was to have it be here, so in case we wanted to put some stuff on the grass. So I'm gonna do one caravan. It's gonna take up some timber, not a lot. 15 isn't that much. but I'm not going to use any domestic fuels because we kind of need that. And the chairs, of course, they're going to use timber. This guy's going to call for some paper, the notice board, and planks, which you don't have a ton of. That we got it going. We want to do some decoration. We've been talking about it for a long time. Yeah, let's get that started a little bit here. This big barrel, unfortunately, needs to be on the grass. I think this is a neat thing to have in a town center. So let's go ahead and we'll plop that guy. I want to put this like kind of like a parking space for the caravans, like they are just arrived into town. So I'm gonna leave that open for now. We'll put some caravans and carts in there and stuff. Let's see what else could we do over here. Flowering beds. Let's do some flower beds. So let's see how big this guy is. Only a 1x1. I like these. Kind of big, but it should work wonderfully right on the long side here, like so. Okay, we'll put that one there. And the street lights are really cool. Now that we're thinking about it, I haven't seen a night in any of my playthroughs for a long time. I think that's a setting that you can toggle, but I don't remember changing it. So we haven't had a night for a while. But if you do have night, the street lights light up, and they're pretty cool. Pretty cool to see that. You can do street lights, you can do torches. We'll do a little row of them right there for now, and we'll just let this stuff build up. We'll check it out in a little bit, see how it looks. All this stuff looks amazing when it's done. Do a little spoiler there. I know that it looks good. The salted fish rack, I like to put these over by, well, of course, the fishing stuff. We'll do a little bit, little guy over here like so. Get that there. I know that this isn't running, but it's a little flavor-wise. We'll do that. Oh, I should have done this right away when we got those immigrants. That was foolish of me. So let's go ahead with the research institutes there, like so. Turn those guys back on full force with all of our new laborers we have. Our forge here. We need glass, plank, steel. We don't have the plank. This is kind of pointless to start doing right now until we can get a better feel for our wood going on. We've got to have a lot of timber coming in before we start spending it. It just doesn't make sense. We got to have a little stockpile so we can use it for the stuff, the tools, the domestic fuels, all the stuff we need for. All right, we got our boiler room done over here. Can consume domestic fuels to provide heat for citizens so that they don't need to warm themselves up in a house. So same text as in the tech tree. We got Chris working there, and nothing in the inventory yet. There's like literally just got completed. So it's going to take a moment for them to get this stuff there. And we'll keep an eye out once it gets to wintertime. Hopefully there's some goods that can go in here, coal or domestic fuels. I don't know if coal counts towards this. I think it does. Not the theater, the boiler room. So we'll see. And hopefully we can keep some of our citizens a little more warm this upcoming winter. Hasn't been very great for the people that live at our town here. It's been chilly, been cold, and not great. So yeah, that's what we want to do. And planks we're still short on, steel we're still short on. Yeah, so these mines can't be upgraded. We got to see if we can find a couple of our mines here that have some openings. We do have a couple people down here in the south that we could open up for some mining action. Let's go ahead and we'll do that. We'll put 10 in here. We'll do a couple more peeps in this one, and then we'll leave this other mine, coal mine, open for now. And we'll add people as we need. Forest farm, add 2 more people there, get us some trees, and we'll do the same here as well. Get that growing and get us some more timber. We need it so badly. We're running at 5 speed, so I'm gonna put that up to 10. And these rice have been harvested already. So because of the year in this playthrough, it gets cold pretty quickly. And the obviously the rice has been harvested. If we go over here and we watch our peas like we had before, there's a lot of peas out here, right? And they're probably not going to get fully harvested. So we're losing a lot of food. And when food is a problem, as it has been, we should just, let's put everything to rice where we know it's going to work. That makes sense. We can't spare our tools, really. Well, maybe now we could. 870. We can't really spare our tools to buff these plantations, which I would like to, and I think that's what we will do because we do have 880 of them now. We don't want to go too wild because, again, timber. So let's see what happens with the peas here in September, and if they die out like they have before, I think we're gonna switch them to rice. That's what that banter was all good getting to. We want to get the rice. I liked having the peas. The peas were awesome when that was our best choice. But with the new introduction of rice, it's been harvested more quickly, and nothing gets wasted with this playthrough so far. So I want to keep that going. I mean, to me, that just obviously makes sense. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll just keep our eyes peeled over here a little bit. Like this is over half full here, 62%, and it has the hoe in there already. So yeah, not sure what the deal is with this. So we've mentioned that before. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll switch it to peas for this next season because, or to rice, excuse me, this next season because this is gonna start plummeting here very, very soon. It's already October, and you'll start to see the peas disappear, and we'll get some rice in there, and it'll be fine for next season. So we should also check our cactuses and make sure that we got enough of those coming in now. We should be pretty close. And this is also the reason why I wanted more laborers from those immigrants. We're down to 14 already, and I don't feel like we've done that much. So it's going quickly where people are dying. I guess we are doing the boiler rooms and stuff, so that's taking up people here and there, but it shouldn't be that much. So yeah, so here's an example we're talking about here. 25% harvesting, it's wasted. These are gone. Start to see that it'll disappear here and momentarily just because it's November now. There they go. So yeah, wasted a quarter of that field. Let's stop wasting it and let's get some rice seeds going. Sometimes it takes a moment. Let's see. Oh, because there's still peas in there, it's not gonna switch for me. There we go. Should work great now. Rice. And we'll do the rice again over here. Oop, that's flax. It's not rice. There we go. And I did like to have the variety, but like, I mean, for real, it's just AI. And at this point, there isn't any buffs that I'm aware of that occur when you have a variety of food. So for now, while we're kind of hurting a little bit for our food, we're in the red. Let's just go with stuff that works, and we know it works, and so that's why we're gonna go with rice. So the cactuses, we talked about that momentarily. 771 cactuses left over. That's not going to cut it for next year. We are going to definitely burn through that pretty darn quickly with our cactus workshops. So we're probably going to want to put in a couple more of those guys, plantations with cactuses, that is. So that's something we need to keep in mind. 20 labors isn't a whole lot. We want to keep them up and running for now, but we do have a management term expired. We can see what is offered to us here. The livability proficiency is what we're going to replace with agriculture proficiency. Let's do that. Fruit yield, we only have fruit up north here in the orchards right here, so I'm not going to do that when we can do agriculture when we have so much more farms and such versus just fruits. I would guess that the agriculture also buffs the fruits. I didn't read it fully. I probably should have, but I think that's the deal with that. So these guys should have had outputs 800. Yeah, very, very good. So yeah, we're gonna leave those as they are. And our boiler room that was built over here should hopefully have something in there. There we go, domestic fuel. Okay, coal does work, great. So yeah, so if we sit here and watch for a second, see the snowflakes go right into the boiler room instead of going all the way back to wherever their houses are. They go right to the boiler room. Great. Oh, our caravan returned to town with 8,470 monies. And we got a new rep level. Click the unlocked contents. What? We'll go factions. We'll go here. So rep level 1. So these must automatically be unlocked once you do a trade with anybody. So that's kind of nice. But 4 points for a whole batch load of porcelain? That really sucks. Hopefully, maybe let's do another round. I want to work toward the dense forest, like I was saying. So let's do another caravan. Let's see how much porcelain we can get. 784. All right, and then we have a little bit of wiggle room for some other things. We should have statues. 44 statues, not a whole lot. We'll do that, and we're getting pretty close to our cap here. All right, with that stuff and 19 stones, we are at pretty close to weight. Total price 9,492. Let's go ahead and sell the porcelain, the iron statue, and the stone, and we're gonna go visit that person again. We are going to farm, and there we go. Off they go. So we can see if that will boost us up to level 2. Hopefully it does. So we have our paper mill. Okay, so this is cool. It can use the bamboo that we just unlocked to make paper, and I did see a little thingy alert that said that we could make baskets with bamboo. And if you remember, we have our little reed area over here going on that is making baskets with reeds, but we're having a problem keeping up with our reed demand even with 4 reed fields. So if we can supplement that with something else, we should probably do that. So I think this whole row over here has plenty of space for some more farm action. So let's go ahead and we'll do a couple more farms in here. So we get that queued up to get built up, and we're still hurting on food, but it's July. So hopefully by the end of harvest season, we'll be back with more food. This little area, we ran out of laborers and just kind of left it. We do have 27 now, so I think we're going to throw some more people in here, get our apiary back up in action, and we'll get our gatherer's hut. And then this guy, I'm going to put 2 people in there, and they are just going to be planters. So we have people that are cutting and people that are just going to plant. Actually, we should probably flip-flop these because of the radiuses that are affected. So we'll go like that. So they're both going to be planting. One of them is going to be cutting, and that should be pretty dense here after a little while. And then we could put more people in the apiary, put more people in the gatherer's hut, and make those things really work hard for us. But so it is September, so I'm wondering if all of our rice is pulled in, and most of it is. We're up to 10,000 food. That's awesome. So let's just check our production overview. We're just a sliver in the green with food. So while I think that rice move was good, I don't think it's going to quite be enough. So we want to maybe put in even more plantations, or if we could get some nets, we could get this started. Ooh, 205 are available. Let's do that. We have some available, so let's go ahead and we'll put 2 people working on the fishing port. We just gotta pay attention to this. If we run out of fishing nets, this is gonna stop operating. I don't really want that to happen. But while we are doing this, these guys are nearly complete. We can shift baskets off. We don't have any extra baskets anyways, and we'll make this into rope. And fishing nets are calling for rope, so then we'll go ahead, we'll do that. And we still are gonna need some more reeds, but hopefully that's going to be okay for a little while there. We got our plantation ready to roll now, and we should be able to find bamboo. No, okay. So I was thinking that bamboo would show up there as cactuses did, but let's go visit this again and we'll see what this says. Bamboo in the forest farm. Ah, okay. So we're gonna need some more forest farms, and we could also do that too. That's not that big a deal. But for here, let's go ahead. We will put that as rice, since we just said that we are probably gonna want some more rice coming in anyways. We'll do that, and hopefully we'll be sitting in the green for the whole season. I'd really like to be able to maintain that and get a little bit of a stockpile going. Really for the first time, mostly this playthrough, we did hit 10K a couple of seasons or a couple episodes ago with our food stockpile, but it's just not quite doing it. Didn't we have a boiler room down here somewhere? I want to see if that's gonna work. Okay, yeah, we do here and here. So for some reason they're not running to those. They're running to the houses which are further south. They must be looking for domestic fuels, is what I would guess. Unfortunately, that's not sating them there. They're going to their houses looking for that and putting that stuff in. So it's a thing. We just got to get that timber working. So we're doing that. We got to get the more forest farms. We were going to get some bamboo with that. So let's go ahead and we'll do our forest farm here. And we don't want to go any further this way because I don't want to mess that up that we just finished. But I think this little spot right in here could be quite dandy indeed for some bamboo. Oops, I misclicked there. And we'll do at least this one, and let's go one more. Can you reach that? Perfect, great. Okay, so we'll need some clay to get that built up, get 2 bamboo things going, and then let's go ahead and, I'm wondering if where the baskets can be made with bamboo. So let's see if we can find our caravan again. Actions, bamboo, knitting workshop. Okay, great. So this same thing over here, we want to build, grab one, shift left click is how we did that, in case you don't know. And we'll bring this over here and we'll put this guy, we'll leave a little bit more room for a road if we want to do that. And we'll go right there. So bamboo will go right into this. We'll probably need some more storage over here, won't we? This will be all right. If we buff that up, double it up, it'll be okay. And we'll just wait for that to get built up and we'll get some bamboo working. And then we'll be all set. We'll be doing great. Hopefully that'll be enough to produce enough baskets for us. We need to have a little bit of stockpile baskets. If we can sell that stuff, that'd be great. So our pottery workshop over here that's making us porcelain is calling for sand. We've had the second one built for a while, but we haven't been able to have enough output to make it worthwhile. So we are probably gonna look for another piece of sand, another worker for sand. We've got sand pit workers here. We have 3 working on clay and only 1 working on sand. So we'll put another worker in that, and then let's go ahead and we'll make another one. We can start working that over here. We'll have sand coming in 2 spots. And this guy should be operating now. Let's see, 32 lobster, got some blubber coming in, and we got some silver. Excellent, excellent. So we should, yep, checkpoint. Okay, we got the 1. Let's grab books, because now that we have bamboo, we can also make paper from the bamboo. So let's do that. We'll get the book, and then we'll do this, and we'll do printing factory, and we'll get this guy started over here as well. And then, well, actually not right there. I want to go 1 more over, and we'll go like, oh, it's just in a crappy spot. Okay, we'll do like this, and then we'll run that road over on the left like we're talking about. And I'm not sure if we need, we need this guy to make the paper from the bamboo. So we'll do that. We should be able to run a road right on the left side there. Cut stone road. There we go. Drag it on up. And where we go. So we got our bamboo going. We got all sorts of rice fields going. Super great. We're doing okay on food now. We're just working on that trade to get the dense forest farms, and we will continue to work on that in the next episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me for this one. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival. Please have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.